Hello, you people of YouTube. Welcome back. My name is Art. This is my channel where I talk about a lot of stuff. Okay. Of course, lately lately for the last month or so, it was like a downward spiral for me. I was spiraling out of control, and then just like life, I picked myself back up after some help from some friends. Today's of today's video is of happy video, and I mean happy. But I will tell you something that which almost happened to me this morning. I basically just got home. I'm wearing a shirt from that my brother bought me for Christmas a couple years ago. So I was like, I'm gonna wear this today. It's comfortable. It's made by New Era, which makes really good clothing. So hey, I'm happy. So this morning I get ready to go to work. Not really feeling it because I've been dealing with some little acid reflux lately, which I will get some medication for that until I get to my doctor. I drive out and it's raining heavily. Okay. I'm on the freeway. This one person merged onto the freeway. No big deal, right? It's heavy rain. Now on the freeway, there's a lot of overpass, and where I'm at, there's a lot of overpass because it's in the city, in the middle of the city. There's underpass. Okay. When it rains, the rain falls out and collects and creates a pool. So what happened was there's this car that merged into traffic. There's two cars ahead of me. I see her. I think it's a her. This person, or I should say, this person barrels through that. I see water just flying everywhere. I was like, oh damn. Switch to the middle of the lane, middle of the highway, because that's where it's the most shallow. So the other guy, we get to the shallow part and we go through no problem. All of a sudden, I'm like, okay, cool. The car in front of me stops a little bit. Puts his brakes on. I was like, what the hell? I put my brakes on too. The car that's in front of us spins out. It spins out and goes out of control. I was like, whoa. Because 5 miles on the other direction, going northbound, there was two police officers, which means there could have been an accident on that side. So this person bounced around, ricocheted off of one wall to the other part of the, and it's like, man. So in theory, if I wasn't paying attention, my car could have been wrecked. The new car I just bought could have been wrecked. So take a mental note. Always keep an eye on the road. See, the thing is, I mean, true. When I'm driving, I don't use the phone. Sometimes I do talk while I'm driving, but I still maintain. Or sometimes I put it in my top pocket, my coat pocket right here, put it on speaker and talk that way. I do that a lot, so that's fine. Got to work, kicked it. I mean, I don't know what happened this morning, but I was busting down for 5 hours. Something that something I cleared in 5 hours. I cleared some work that was like 3 to 4 months behind. Woo! So that means Monday morning I can come in and so Monday morning I can go in and relax a little bit and start the work day. Okay, but now potential bad thing that happened, which I'm glad didn't happen. Good thing at work happened. Great. Like I said, I just got home. And this video I wanted to do. I wanted to do this video for a while, but I didn't really know how to do about it. And then some just told me, "Art, just do it. Just be like Nike and do it." Okay. Now what happens? This video might be a little bit long, but I'm sorry. But this is, sometimes I do collect comic books. I'm a nerd in that sort of fashion. Some of you know, some of you don't. But this, I'm going to show you. But what happens? I'm going to show you some things that I've collected over the years that was really cool. Okay. Okay, I have some comic books that's sitting right here that I have signatures. Now, on All of these, only one of them I never seen this. I never had it signed, and I bought it signed. Everything else, people signed it for me, so that's fun. And I'll tell you a little bit about these each books. Okay, the first book is a book called Tribe by Johnson and Stroman. As you can see right here, is $1, and it's autographed. Autograph here, autograph there. The certificate says this is authenticated, so this is authenticated that this is an autographed copy. Now, notice the price, $1. I was back when I was in Kalamazoo during school, during my college days. We there was 3 comic book shops that we go to, and me and my friend used to hit up all the time. And one time we always go here to look for stuff because sometimes we could find really cool stuff that we're looking for. I saw this. I said, "Whoa, an autographed book for $1?" Usually, if it's autographed, they usually would charge like 10, 15, 20, even $30. Even if the book is not really worth that much. I went to the owner. He looked at it. The book is $2.50. It's marked down 75 and it's $1 and it's signed. He looked at me. He's like, "This should have been like $20." And he said, he goes to his wife. His wife's like, "Oh yeah, we made a mistake here somewhere." So he said, "Well, thanks for telling me because we're gonna change the price." Like, but he goes, looks at me. He goes, "I tell you what, you spent $50 here today. I'll let you have this for $1." Obviously, I spent $50. Funny story. I should get that slabbed one day. Slabbed is it means where it's in a hard case, where it's graded, as it gives a grade, which gives it tells you the somewhat potential value of the book, and it's protected in a plastic case where it's kind of hard to break. You can break them open, but it's hard. It keeps it protected, but that's cool. Next one, Nash. Now you might say, who is Nash? Have you heard of the wrestler named Kevin Nash? Yes, this is his comic book that he created years ago. When a lot of wrestlers was trying to get into every market he can, as you see, this is his signature. So what happened was I went to now in a past video, like sometime last year, I showed you his autographed picture of me with me and him, his autographed picture. So I had this book along with it. There was 2 other wrestlers that was there. I said, and I pulled this out. He looked at me. He was like, "What?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "When I heard about this, I had to get it because you're one of my favorites." He said, "Oh man!" And one of the girls goes, one of the wrestler girls, she goes, "Kevin, you got your own comic book?" He goes, "Yes, I do." He answered just like that. "Yes, I do." Flipped it over a little bit. He said, "Man, I never would have thought I would see this ever." Signed it. Walked away. Happy dude. That was a good story. This one right here is a Justice League of America. It's signed by this guy named Dwayne McDuffie, who also wrote the book. Now, the thing about Dwayne McDuffie, he's from Michigan, Detroit. Well, he was actually born in Detroit. I was born in Westland, or Inkster, whatever. I was born in Detroit, but I lived in Inkster, Westland, that Detroit area. He grew up in Detroit area and what the hell? Oh, that's what that was. Ooh, I thought it was like some kind of ghost. But anyway. And so what happened was he got into comics. He was a very smart dude. Very, very, very intelligent dude, and he decided to write comic books. He could have been anything. He decided to write comic books. Now, some of you might not. Some of you might know some of his creations. In the mid '90s, he helped create this comic book imprint called Milestone, which is basically significantly all black superheroes, which lasted for a couple years. The biggest thing out of that was Static Shock. Now, if you heard of Static Shock, he helped create Static Shock. He helped also write the movie. He also got the TV show on air, Static Shock. And if you also watch the Justice League the TV shows back in the early 2000s, he was one of the producers and writers of it. So when I found out he was coming to town, of course I had to meet this dude. Unfortunately, a couple years after I got this sign, he passed away. He was a really cool guy. I mean, he was really cool down there. I mean, you sit down and talk to him, he would just tell you everything. He would just sit down and tell you a whole bunch of stuff, which is pretty cool. Now, this next one, there's some other books I showed you already, so I ain't gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that again. This one is called Extreme X Men. Phantom phone calls. I hate those. Now, what happened is the reason why this is kind of cool is create this. Of course, everybody's heard of the X Men because of the movies, or if you saw the 1990s cartoon. What happened is that this guy right here, his name is Claremont. Chris, the guy who wrote this, his name is Chris Claremont. Now, what happened was his claim to fame in the 1970s, he helped introduce Wolverine. He's one of the co-creators of Wolverine. So if you're a Wolverine fan, he helped create him. So he came back and wrote this book. So I got the first two signed. Happy to see the guy because I don't have anything else from him because they got destroyed in the flood from years ago. I keep talking about the flood. Maybe one day I'll tell you about. Maybe one day I'll do a video about the flood. And believe me, you're gonna if you are been with me for a while, you're gonna notice I'm like I get cringy every time I hear it. Okay, these next sets of books, you know what? These next sets of books, set of books, are made by this guy called Stan Sakai. Now, Stan Sakai is a Japanese cartoon artist. Well, the question is he kind of famous? Kind of. He was kind of famous in the early 90s for a hot second. He created this character called Usagi Yojimbo. Now, this is one of his earliest appearances. I actually had the first book where he first appeared, but I could not find it in time to get this signed by him. Now, I got this book signed to him about like 20 some years ago. It was like mid 90s, like early 90s or something like that. So that's a long time. Now, what happened is if you look at him, he looks kind of familiar. Where have you seen this person before? Well, if you watch this TV, if you watch the cartoon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, he appeared in two of the episodes, and he had a toy along the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles toy line. That's how he's famous. That's how he got famous. But what happens after I showed him this, he was so cool about it. He drew a little caricature, which is I'm like, man, this is cool. I mean, this is awesome. And the funny thing is, when I first read, I learned a lot about Japanese life by reading this book, by reading his books for years, which also helped prompted me to go to Japan, which also was a great. To tell you the truth, I wish I could do a video on that, but that thing the video would be so damn long. It'd be like I could talk for hours about what I did there if I could remember half the stuff I did. But it was kind of cool. I mean, he was grateful because nobody was really talking to him until people looked up and said, "Oh my God, that's this guy." Okay. I also got this signed by him. Yeah, I mean he was. I mean he was very gracious, very very gracious. This is the first. This is another number one, and of course he signed it, drew a little character. I mean he was. He saw this. He was just drawing and going to town on these because now the thing is that I felt that this is a lot of books I gave him. So what happened was I bought a panel board, like a panel. He drew on a panel or something like that. Cost me like because he did this. I bought one of his drawings, a panel, which got destroyed in the flood. But anyway, these survived somehow, which I'm grateful for. Of course, he did another one, another one. I mean, he was. I mean, tell you the truth. I mean, I've never seen a comic book artist be so grateful. I was just picking out books that I liked, the cover at least, and that's what he did. And then also he also did Space Usagi, which he also signed these. So it was pretty cool. So that was some of the stuff that I got signed. It's pretty empty. And the thing is, whenever I try to go to a show, I always try to get some other things signed, but other books signed as well. And a lot of people, having stuff signed is a pretty cool thing. It's pretty cool because it's kind of cool when you get something that you like, and then it's like when you meet one of your idols. That's kind of what it's like for me. So on the way home, went and bought some movies. I bought this movie, Alien Covenant, which I really wanted to get. I should have got it the last time when I bought the Alien 4 pack. I did a video of that. I think that was part of my birthday haul, I believe. So I can't wait to pop this in sometime this weekend. This is gonna kick some ass. Cause I love all these Alien movies. Even the fourth one, which Alien Resurrection would no, not Alien Resurrection. The third and the fourth one kind of sucked, but I still loved it. I also picked up Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse. I was gonna buy this anyway. I was gonna watch. I was tell you the truth. I was gonna go to the theaters and watch this, and I never got a chance to do it. Every time I got a chance to do it, I got delayed or distracted by something or some person. I wanted to watch this, and I ended up watching Glass. Now, Glass is a cool movie, but I wanted to watch this. I wanted to sneak out and watch this instead, but things like that happen, right? Last but not least, this bad boy right here. I saw this in the theaters. I thought it kicked ass. Can't wait to watch this. Hopefully, I'll watch this tonight, and hopefully that should kick ass, major ass. Other than that, I'm thinking about hitting the gym today. Thinking about it, maybe, maybe not. Not too sure. I haven't been hitting the gym that hard recently because I've been so tired. Now you might be wondering, what do you mean by being? Well, you might be wondering why you're so tired. Well, what happens is at night I've been having some sort of acid reflux kind of thing. If you ever experience it, it's not pleasant. It feels like you're gonna throw up, but you don't, and you just like, oh, it's a gross feeling. It tastes like acid. It's like the bile in your stomach coming up. So then after that, you try to go back to sleep, and you can't go back to sleep because guess what? It comes back up again. But anyway, so what happens? I end up sleeping maybe 1 or 2 hours a night. I keep saying I'm gonna go to the store and buy some Pepsi AC or something like that to combat that, and I keep forgetting it because I would sit back, go to sleep. Now, like right now, I want to take a nap because I didn't really sleep much. I didn't sleep, only slept maybe like 2 hours last night. So I'm thinking about taking a nap. But like last night, I said, last night I got home around 6. I said, I'm gonna hit the gym about 8. So I'm gonna hit the gym about 8. My brother called and said, hey, can you pick me up at 7? I said, okay, fine, cool. Hey, he got off at 7 o'clock, so that means I can sleep tonight. Last night, that was my plan. Picked him up, got home about like 8 o'clock. Sat down for a minute. Next thing I know, it was 10:30 at night. I'm like, can't really hit the gym now. Can't really do it. So today I'm gonna try to do it. Drink my We got some milk, so I'm gonna hit some of this protein powder after the workout. I usually do sometimes, and hopefully it'll be a great. So far it's been a great day. No mess, no stress. That's the way you gotta rest. All right. So next video, I don't know what I'm gonna talk about because I was trying to figure out what to do with this one. My cat's bugging me. I know what she wants, but she can't have it. She likes water. Well, don't you have a cat dish with water? Yeah. Problem is, cats love running water. So that's why they jump up on the sinks and lick the faucets. Hey, calm down. All right, so, if you see this video, you like it, subscribe. I used to try to do once a week. I usually try to upload once a week. And unless I feel inspired, then I'll load up whenever I can. I'll try not to do a lot of, I try to stop doing the depression shit. If you want to share this video, go ahead and share it. That'd be nice. Subscribing would be cool too. One thing I'm not going to do, one thing I won't do, one thing I can say is that if you like the video, please subscribe, and that's cool. You want to share the video, so share the living hell out of this video. That's cool too. Or any of my other 200 odd videos. One thing I never will do is I will never ask you for money. And that's that. So, have a great Saturday.